The Ukrainian government is not just at war with Russia, but also with Christianity. Are the Russians aware of that?
I always ask the soldiers on the front line what they're doing there. Why are they fighting? What are they fighting for? Often an answer that they give is they're fighting Satan. The most dangerous part of my job is actually getting to the front line to film what's happening on the front line. There's always drones around, and these are kamikaze drones.
There's a drone right above us.
How many have died?
The whole city was just covered in bodies. These locals say that Ukrainian forces literally use them as human shields. If the Western people would really understand what's really been happening, there's no way they would have wanted to be supporting this and killing hundreds of thousands of people.
This video makes me think about some stuff that I'm trying to think where to start with you guys. Don't believe everything that you read or that you see in the media about Ukraine and Russia and this whole situation, and this idea that Russia is like this terrible evil, just because some people in our government have said so. All right, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend that Russia doesn't have its flaws, and I know it's not necessarily the freest country in the world, but I don't want to say too much because my videos have been removed before for talking about these sorts of things. Do some research, okay? Just hop on fucking Google and start doing some research and look into what happened in Ukraine before all of this, right? Look into some things like how the CIA was involved with overthrowing the democratically elected president of Ukraine back in 2014, right? And why they did that, because that person was going to make a deal that would favor Russia and a very peaceful alliance between the two of them, and that bothered our CIA and our country, because we didn't want them getting any closer to them. And so this person who had been elected by a majority in the country, our CIA helped overthrow and remove him. Look into the shelling of the Donbass region, which is that area over there closest to Russia. And that was done by President Zelensky and the Ukrainians. And what happened was a majority of these people over there are Russian speaking and Russian sympathizing, right? They feel more Russian than they do Ukrainian, but they are technically part of Ukraine. And Zelensky and them weren't having it, so they fucking murdered a ton of them. All right, I have my old squad leader from the military. His wife is Russian. And when this war first kicked off, just because of my experience with the government and stuff like that, I have really bad trust issues. So whenever I hear something at first, especially if it's coming from the media and the government, I always want to know for myself what's actually going on. I've been lied to so many times. It's impossible for me to take it as it's given anymore. So I talked to my squad leader friend, and I asked him, I wonder if there's a different point of view for these people over in this region that Putin was invading, instead of what we all hear. And he said, yeah, dude, they know people that live there, and they would rather secede and be a part of Russia. And Zelensky and them were starving them out and bombing them and killing them and committing like a sort of genocide, basically, except I don't know if you technically call it that because it's not a ethnic group, but Putin I mean, they shut down, I think they shut down like their main water source and stuff like that, and all kinds of fucked up shit. And just because these people wanted to be a part of Russia instead. And Putin, when he invaded, to take, to stabilize that region, and I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna pretend like he's a saint, and it doesn't benefit him in Russia to maintain that region and have it be theirs, but everything isn't the way that you see it is. And I don't know, this video, I'm not gonna sit here and call Ukraine the devil. I'm not gonna go that far. Like, that's some pretty powerful shit, but just do your own research, man. This quit, don't take what they feed to you, dude. The US should not have been helping Ukraine in this war, and there's so much evil shit was happening before. So just I don't care what news source it is. And I'm not saying believe Fox News or believe CNN or believe one or the other. Stop believing any of them. Get on Google and do the research for yourself, man, and figure this shit out, so that you can understand and be more well informed, because it's not the way. You can get a much better understanding of what's going on in the world, and things won't be so confusing, like, why is Trump doing this, and why is, it's a lot less confusing when you're not just getting your information from the fucking media, when you're getting the information yourself, and then you can go, oh, all right, shit, now I get it, now I get why he's acting that way, and whatnot, So check it out, dude. You have to do the research for yourself. You have to, man.